all-in-one PhD online studies through YouTube. Today's topic: Revolt of 1857. Introduction. The East India Company was basically a trading company established itself as a political power in India in the year 1772. The main motto is to derive benefits from Indian territory rather than improving the lives of Indian people. The British introduced many unjust policies and expansion policies to fulfill their intention to become a major political power in India. The rulers, artisans, soldiers, and millions of peasants participated in this revolt, which shook the British government to its very foundation. Causes for the revolt: political causes, social religious causes, economic causes, military causes. Political causes. First one, policy of expansion. The British tried to expand their political power in India by four ways: outright wars, the Battle of Bugzak in 1764 at Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha, Anglo-Mysore Wars in 1767 to 1799 at Mysore State, Third Anglo-Maratha War 1817 to 1818, Maratha Territory, Second Anglo-Sikh War 1849, Punjab. Subsidiary alliances. Some Indian states were brought under the British control without actually annexing them. It was introduced by Lord William. Under this system, the Indian rulers who agreed to subsidiary alliances has to follow the demands of accept the British as the supreme power, agreed to maintain British troops at their own cost, to surrender their foreign relations to East India Company. Two states surrendered were rulers of Mysore, Nizam Sir, Hyderabad. Doctorates of Lapse. Lord Dalhousie, the Governor General of India, introduced doctorates of Lapse. According to this doctorate, if any Indian ruler die without a male heir, his kingdom would lapse, which means it would come under the company territory in India. When the ruler of Jhansi died in 1853, leaving no natural heir, the widow Rani was pensioned and their adopted son Anand Rao was not recognized as a lawful successor to the throne. The other prominent states which were annexed by applying this doctorate were Satara, Jaipur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, and Nagpur. On the pretext of alleged misrule, Dalhouse declared that Awadh was being misgoverned and British rule was needed to ensure proper administration. They had to Lord Howe justified the annexation of Awadh on the pretext of the good of the governed. On the contrary, the people of Awadh has to face more hardships. They had to pay higher land revenue and additional taxes on food, house, and ferries. The dissolution of the Nawab of Awadh's army and administration threw thousands of nobles, officials, and soldiers out of the job. The company's sepoys, of whom 75,000 were from Awadh, were the worst affected. These soldiers had helped the British to conquer the rest of the India, but they resent the fact that their homelands had come under foreign rule. The annexation of Awadh also affected the soldiers' financial position. They had to pay high taxes on the lands their family held in Awadh. Second, disrespect shown to Bahadur Shah. Bahadur Shah Jafar, the Mughal ruler, was under protection of the company and received a pension from the British. The name of the Mughal ruler was removed from the coins minted by the company. In 1849, Lord Dalhousie announced that successors of Bahadur Shah would not be permitted to use the Red Fort as their palace. They were required to shift to place nearby the Qutub Minar. In 1856, Lord Canning announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah, his successors would not be allowed to use the imperative titles with their names and would be known as Mary Princes. The decision of British hurt the feelings of Muslims. Third one, treatment given to Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib was adopted son of Babuji Rao too. The British refused to grant pension to Nana Sahib. Absent sovereign of the British. Indians was being ruled by the British government from England at distance of 1,000 miles. This was reasoned by Indians. The earlier rulers like Mughals who had conquered India has in course of time settled in India. The revenue they collect from the Indians was spent in India only. But in case of Britain, the Indians felt that they were being ruled from England and the India wealth was being drained to England and not utilized for their welfare. Social religious causes. Interference with social customs. British introduced social reforms in India which aimed to improve the conditions of the people. While introducing such reforms, the feelings of the people were not taken into considered. Some of these reformers: abolition of sati 1829, introduction of widow remarriage act 1856, opening of western education to girls. Appre- Appreciation about modern innovations. People were suspicious of introducing of modern innovations like railway and telegram. There were rumors that telegram poles were urged to hang those who were against the British. Orthodox Indians noted that in the railway compartments, the higher caste and the lower caste were made to sit side by side. Indians believed that the British had introduced such practices to defy their caste system and religion. Policy of racial discrimination. The British officers were rude and arrogant towards the Indians. They believed that they were superior to Indians and follow a compliment towards Indians. They dubbed the Muslims as cruel and unfaithful. Some European officers ill-treated and insulted Indians. Corruption in administration and operation of poor. The policy and petty officials were corrupted. The rich go away with the crime, but the common man was looted and operated to tortured. The complex judicial system enabled the rich to operate the poor, flogging, torture, and imprison of the cultivators for their inability to pay areas of rent, land revenue, and interest on the divide were quite common. Thus, the growth poverty made the poor desperate and led them join a general uprising. Activities of missionaries. The British were different from Indians in race, religion, and settlements. In the 18th century, the British showed a friendly attitude towards Indian religions. They had no particular zeal for their own religion. British companies also acted as trusted for some Hindu temples. In the 19th century, British began to interfere with the local religion and social customs. They denounced idol worship and doubled the locals' beliefs as ignorance. After 1812, there were an increase in the activities of Christian missionaries. Fear regarding Western education. The Western system of education was introduced in a number of schools. In 1829, the Bengal government established an English schools in Calcutta, Madras, which was a Muslim institution. English classes were introduced in Benares Sanskrit College. Western education was not received well by the people, Pandits, and Mulvis. They saw that this as an attempt to discourage Islamic studies and Hindu studies. People suspected that aim of the Western education was to encourage their children to become Christians and not to promote literature and science. Economic causes. Indians were forced to export at cheaper rates raw material like raw cotton and raw silk, plantation products like indigo and tea, which were in short supply in Britain. The drainage of wealth includes the salary, income, and savings of Englishmen and repay of debts by Indian treasury plundered the wealth of Britain. The art of spinning and weaving, which for ages had given employment to thousands of artists, become extinct. In the next video, we are going to see the main reasons of the economic causes, which are exploitation of economic resources, drainage of wealth, decay of cotton industries and handicrafts, poverty and famines, declaration of land or cities, and the military causes of the revolt of 1857, and the immediate cause and the end of and the circumstances. Consequences of the First War of Independence, Queen Victoria's proclamation, end of Mughal rules and Peshwas, and the drawbacks of the First War of Independence. So these we are going to see in the next video. If you have any trouble in seeing the slides, visit my website www.allinonepg.com. So if you type the link is in the description and the slides are History 9th and 10th First War of Independence and all slides are displayed in my website only. So please do like, share and subscribe to All in One PhD and in the next video as I told all the things will be explained. Thanks for watching.